Oh, so it's like the Guy Bro or whatever. Today I'm just gonna go over a couple things. I know I've been not posting on the internet. I'm not supposed to tell you guys this shit per like um the satanic code, if you will. I don't do the whole Satanism shit, but like there are certain codes that you have to follow as a human. Honestly, it's Satanism is kind of like a humanistic thing, anyways. So there's definitely some things that apply in Satanism. Like me, I'm like really not supposed to teach you any of this shit. I just like avoid doing it for the most part. That's why I haven't been posting. What I'm doing is really only hurting myself. I can get away with it out of free will, and just because I feel like doing it, like I'm allowed to do that. I can break the satanic code simply because I feel like it. If any point in time I feel obligated to do such things, um, I just won't do them because that breaks the fucking code or the hack through the code that allows me to be able to converse with you guys and even telling you that without having the code hack is like strictly fucking forbidden. You know what I mean? To yourself. You're only doing harm to yourself when you teach people shit. Just like how you never tell anyone about your dreams. Ever tell anyone about your dream. That's just another satanic code. The dream world is breaking into the free world, and you can't allow it to do that. Especially through you. Telling other people, these people are not your friends, guy. They're not. They're just not. And keeping yourself safe, also a satanic code. One of the Illuminati codes is if there's someone stranded in the ocean, you don't go and help them because you're going to end up stranded there too. And the only way to break that code is like, I've broken that code before, but it was like a kid. I was saving a fucking kid from drowning. And like, true story, bro. I went to go save this kid from drowning because this other guy was, the adult that was with the kid was pulling the kid under. So I pull up, trick the guy to let go of the kid. I'm fucking smart. I'm smart and I'm cunning and I'm fucking ruthless. So I give this fucker my surfboard. I'm like, grab the board. So he got his hands off the kid and I immediately grabbed the kid from the fucking dude and got him on my board and got the kid, pulled him away from the guy, had the dude on the board, and there was another wave coming. This dude's like, I can't swim. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in the ocean for? And I was like, you better hold on to that board. I'm not going to fucking help you if you let go of that shit. Like a wave came, like, hold on to that shit as hard as you fucking can. And he's like, what if the board breaks? I'm like, I don't fucking care about the board. Hold on the fucking board. So luckily when the wave hit him, he was able to hold on to the board. He didn't fucking drown, but I swear to God, if he let go of that board, I was going to let that motherfucker drown. I don't give a fuck. I don't give an absolute fuck. I just watched him almost drown a fucking kid. And I'm not going to help him. You know what I mean? Like, not doing it, buddy guy. And like, I really do pick and choose who I'm gonna help. Like if there's like a grown-ass man out there drowning and I have no surfboard, I'm not helping you. I'm simply not fucking doing it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you because you're gonna pull me under and then we're gonna play this game, who can hold their breath the longest, and you're not gonna beat a surfer at the game of who can hold your breath the longest. I'm gonna pull him underwater. So now the guy who's coming to save the guy from drowning is now drowning the motherfucker he's supposed to save, so I might as well just let him just do his own thing. I've left people out there before. People have asked me for help. I was like, nope, I ain't helping your ass, dude. Like, you're gonna fucking help yourself. Get your ass back in. I'm not helping you. But like, if you're small enough for me to come pluck you out the water, like if you're a small female or like a child, I can easily grab you up and swim you to shore. But if you're a grown ass man, and if you're unconscious, I can help you. But if you're conscious and you're fucking not a surfer, if you're a surfer, I'll help you. I know your dipshit ass ain't gonna try to fucking drown me. But if you're just some fucking Joe Schmo out there fucking swimming, I'm not helping your ass. But anyways, I digress. I'm gonna talk about the end of the world. Data centers, the AI coming. That's Satan, by the way. So all these clones, like the gray aliens are just clone bodies. That allow certain entities to come into them. And the way that these entities come into these bodies can only go into those certain bodies, the certain vessel for those bodies, for that entity to come from the netherworlds, if you will, come into this world in those bodies. That's actually why humans exist. They're harvesting our genetics to further their dead bloodline. They're using a living bloodline to create a dead bloodline. To make it make sense to people, they evolved past sexual reproduction. And by evolved, the fallen bloodline isn't even an evolved bloodline. It's a fallen fucking bloodline, and they're dead bloodline. And for them to reproduce, they need a living bloodline, which they created, which was Satan. Created humans, and that's why all the children go missing, because they're drained. Oh yeah, if you donate blood, they're using your blood to create alien life forms and clones and shit. Don't ever donate fucking blood. Don't be an organ donor too. If you're an organ donor, you're just fucking stupid, bro. You're just straight outright fucking dumb. Not to mention they make tons of money off that shit. God forbid it actually does go into a fucking donor. They're making like $10 million off your fucking body. And oh, guess what? Your family's not allowed to see a single fucking dollar of that, you stupid fucking idiot. Breaking the satanic code. Once again, you don't give your body away for other people to sell it and make money off of it. You just don't fucking do that types of shit. These satanic codes that I'm talking about, strictly forbidden for me to teach you, but I'm in one of those moods where I feel like teaching people shit. So Snoke in Star Wars was a clone body that I believe Emperor Palpatine maybe was able to like put an entity inside of Snoke. So the body that could harbor the entity that was inside of Snoke needed a certain body for that entity to be able to come into that body. Ergo, you have Snoke. It's able to allow that entity into that body, if you will. Now, if you look at the horoscope, cymatics, there's different symbols for each horoscope. There's certain frequencies that people come in to this world from. So this horoscope is reaching into the netherworlds and pulling from certain places, different places inside the netherworlds. If you're like an Aries, like you're a literal fucking Aries, you're not ever going to be anything but a fucking Aries. You can only come into this world as an Aries ever inside of this wheel, if you will, into this world. Like the horoscope's totally real. I know you guys mock women they don't understand it, but they don't understand the concept of this, but they are right about the horoscope dictating certain personalities because you're coming from different places, different energy sources, if you will, different frequencies of existence coming into this world, being put inside of this body, different frequencies inside of this human 666 body. So, totally off topic. So the 13 royal bloodlines will be exterminated for Satan to come sit on the throne. And you're going to see that happen with QAnon. Like, these people are getting exterminated. And if Donald Trump goes and say they hang everybody who voted to merge the Israeli military with the American military, that's just an excuse to exterminate more of the bloodline, 13 royal bloodlines. And Israel will eventually be exterminated. The war of Gog and Magog. It's going to be Islam versus Judaism and Christianity. This is the way it is, just to exterminate these bloodlines. So when Satan sits on the throne, the 13 royal bloodlines will be wiped out. I've been over that numerous times before. But this is so fucking obvious. Well, they're going to flood the East Coast with a tidal wave. So if you live on the East Coast of America, they're going to do this thing called, they're going to liquidate the dollar. They're going to flood New York City, and they're going to flood Washington, D.C. with a fucking tidal wave that they created. They're going to make it look like a natural disaster, but it's not going to be. They created the tidal wave in Japan. They created the tidal wave in Indonesia. It's not that complicated, guys. Very simple fucking shit. They can make it look like an earthquake if they want to. They can make it look like a landslide. They can make it look whatever the fuck they want to make it look like. And they're going to liquidate the dollar, create a black swan event, put everyone inside the satanic money, like the one world digital currency brain chip mark of the beast system. There's actually depictions of it in a Masonic temple. There's depictions of it in the Masonic temple in in Washington D.C. of like D.C. being flooded. So like they're literally going to liquidate the dollar. They're probably going to flood Rome and England too. They're going to flood it all. They got it set up with the Canary Island. They're going to blow up the Canary Islands, make it look like a landslide, and then trigger massive tsunamis. The tsunamis won't come from the landslide. It will come from tsunamis that they create, but the landslide inside of the Canary Islands, you can look it up. They always talk about this fucking tidal wave, blah, blah, blah. We know it's all set up. Can't fool the guy, bro. You know what I mean? A true practitioner of the art, if you will. Now, that's really about it. Like, there is going to be a World War III. They're going to dissolve America, invade you guys. There's going to be no more borders. There's going to be 7 states, 7 provinces that they're going to break this whole world up into. And that's really what you got to look forward to in the future. So if you value your life, get off the East Coast initially, but the drone swarms will get you. They're going to force everyone underground, and the drone swarms, like all the rednecks and shit. I got my shotgun. What's your shotgun and your AR-15 going to do against 100,000 dime-sized fucking drones with charges flying at you? You'd be completely defenseless. And rednecks aren't really good with EMP technology. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a redneck, but I'm also not good at EMP technology. And I won't be taking the mark of the beast, and I will not be going underground. If they ever try to get you guys to go underground, I highly recommend you do not go there. I've seen the underground cities. I've seen them. They're all empty right now. They're not entirely empty, but there is massive underground empty cities, and I have personally seen them. Not like in my physical body, but I've seen them before. I know they exist. And another cool thing about dreams, if you will, never tell anyone about your fucking dreams. Swear to fuck, don't ever tell anyone about your dreams. But it came to my attention that white people don't see black people in their dreams, and black people don't see white people in their dreams. Because black people and white people are fucking different, and we come from different fucking places. So in your dreams, you're not going to see anyone but your own kind in your dreams. That's why they push the whole mixed race thing. Spiritual Satanism taught me this, even though I think spiritual Satanism is some kooky ass shit. I think the black is like blue and white people are red, and then when they have mixed race babies, they're purple. Like they're certain color of our existence, they're purple, and they can't transcend. They are like incapable of transcendence. So it's just a way of like mixing the races is a way of trapping people in this world. You're never going to be able to transcend if you start mixing your races. That's what the spiritual Satanists preach, and I truly fucking believe that shit. So be fucking careful who you procreate with. You don't want your you could get trapped in your kid's body. That's one thing I've always been confused about is, do you actually get trapped in your children's body after death? And you have to live on through that bloodline that you created, an untranscendent bloodline. You got to be careful with that type of shit. So something I think about a lot, actually, and something that does concern me. But I know that if I do have mixed race babies, it's not going to trap me here. But like that could fuck my kid over. You know what I mean? Which essentially could trap me here. So something to think about. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I do believe that is somewhat the truth. It's harder to transcend as a mixed race person as it would be as like a pure race person. Plus your kid's not going to be the same as you. And spiritually, if you will, they're just not going to be spiritually the same as you are. But I don't know, do what you want. And just remember, this world can trap you here. And you got to be real careful. After death, they're going to try to trick you into reincarnating, taking a bad deal by using emotional manipulation. Like the whole idea of your parents and shit, that's not real. None of that shit's real. You've always been and always will be. The idea of parents and children doesn't even exist. You always was and always will. Time only exists in this world. Alright, well, it's the guy, bro. And sorry to like overload you with information, but that was a lot for like 15 minutes. It's the guy, bro.